I am Lieutenant James Gordon, the Training Director for the Virginia Beach Police Department, and I welcome each of you here today to celebrate the accomplishments of our Academy graduates and our newest officers of the Virginia Beach Police Department. Please join me in welcoming the graduates of the 76th Police Academy. Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Virginia Beach Police Department Honor Guard and remain standing for the national anthem performed by Ms. Christiana Florimon, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Department, attention, present, on.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order! Ready, set.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a moment of silence to honor all of the law enforcement officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you. Please remain standing as I ask Chaplain Stevens to join me to deliver the invocation.
Please remove your covers. Heavenly Father, we are thankful for your presence today as we witness and celebrate the graduation of the 76th Basic Recruit Class. Our hearts are filled with gratitude and thanks that these dedicated men and women have willingly and eagerly chosen to serve this awesome community and its outstanding police department with honor, loyalty, and fidelity. Thank you for placing in their hearts a desire to help secure our rights to a God-given life of liberty and the peaceful pursuit of happiness. We are continually mindful of your promise in your holy word where you say, "Blessed are the peacekeepers, for they shall be called the sons and daughters of God." Father, thank you for protecting and blessing these new officers as they embark on this noble calling. Thank you that you will faithfully have their back as they step into this esteemed calling to serve others. We thank you for the wisdom that you have given to the many staff members and dedicated leadership who have so expertly and faithfully taught and led these recruits. We also thank you for the grace and peace that you have given to the families and friends that unfailingly support and love these men and women. Amen. Please remain standing.
You all may be seated, unless you wish to stand for the whole ceremony. Thank you, Chaplain Stevens. I would like to take a moment to recognize our special guests who have taken time out of their day to join us today. Virginia Beach Mayor Robert Dyer, Virginia Beach City Manager Patrick Duhaney, Virginia Beach Police Chief Paul W. Newdigate, Virginia Beach Sheriff Rocky Holcomb, Chief Circuit Court Judge James C. Lewis, the United States Navy's Captain Stephen Junaidy, and members of his staff of NSA Oceana. Thank you for your support. The President of Virginia Wesleyan University, Dr. Miller, DCJS Field Service Manager Sharon Gray, DCJS Field Service Coordinator Paula Davenport, Ms. Cheryl Scott, the first Vice President of the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association, members of Virginia Beach City Council, Councilman Berlucci, Councilwoman Ross Hammond, as well as Councilman Shulman. Members of the Virginia Beach Department's command staff, members of the Sheriff Department's command staff, additional city leaders, fellow first responders, families, friends, and distinguished guests. On behalf of the men and women of the Virginia Beach Police Department and the Training Bureau staff, I want to thank each of you for being here to celebrate this very special occasion. Completing the Virginia Beach Police Department's 24-week academy is no easy task. It takes dedication, resilience, motivation, not only from the recruits themselves, but also the entire Training Bureau staff, From selecting and hiring the most qualified police candidates to teaching our new officers all of the required knowledge, skills, and abilities to become certified police officers, our entire training bureau has a tremendous impact on our graduates and the department. I would like to take this opportunity to thank and recognize the outstanding professionals assigned to the training bureau, as well as the dozens of subject matter experts, instructors, facilitators, and role players from around the department who contributed to the training and the success of our recruits. Thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Miller to the stage for some opening remarks.
Good evening. Welcome to Virginia Wesleyan University. I offer my heartfelt congratulations to the 76th class of the Virginia Beach Police Academy and commend you on choosing such a noble profession of public service. At Virginia Wesleyan University, we're proud to be Virginia Beach's university. I'm honored to welcome you at this momentous occasion. During my 34 years as a college president, you can imagine how many graduation welcomes that I've given. This one's very special because you're very special to this university, this community, and to me. I trust you'll find your career in law enforcement rewarding. As you all know, this field is constantly evolving, from new technologies to changes in policies and procedures. Officers must stay up to date effectively to serve their communities. That's why continued learning is so important in law enforcement, and today is simply the end of the first chapter of your commitment to lifelong learning to enhance your skills and stay ahead of the curve in an ever-changing environment. Now, I know there are a lot of obstacles to continuing education, like time and financial constraints, and I'm sure that many of you have made sacrifices on your journey to arrive at this special moment. I'd be remiss if I didn't use this occasion to express my appreciation to Chief Newdigate, who had the vision, the persistence, and a strong personal commitment to develop a collaboration between the Virginia Beach Police Department and Virginia Wesleyan University for an educational benefit that gives you the opportunity to continue growing both personally and professionally. This vision resulted in an affordable and expeditious program that allows you to earn the college credits you need to advance in your profession. In fact, we're committed to offering college credit for experience to all Virginia Beach Police Academy graduates. This is an exclusive agreement between Virginia Beach's oldest college and the police force that has served our great city and our university for so many years. Virginia Wesleyan's made a commitment to Virginia Beach Police Department to serve as an affordable resource for the betterment of our community. So if you've dreamed of earning your associate, bachelor's, or master's degree, but always felt like you didn't have the time or funds to fulfill that dream, the next step in your career development is right here at Virginia Wesleyan when you're ready. Again, I offer my special thanks to Chief Newdigate for being a champion of this partnership. Congratulations once more to the 76th class of the Virginia Beach Police Academy. We thank you for your commitment and service to each other and our community. And remember, you always have a warm welcome at your hometown university. I thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. Please welcome the Mayor of Virginia Beach, Robert Dyer.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Miller, for your generous offer to help our police department, our most professional department, become even better and stronger. And I just want to say right off the bat, we often say that Virginia Beach is a city of heroes. We are regarded as one of the safest cities in this nation. Our police, our sheriff, our EMS, Commonwealth Attorney, 911, all contribute to make Virginia Beach one of the most livable and safe cities in this great nation. To those of you who have worked so hard and trained hard and sacrificed to get to this point, it's been very demanding, but you persevered and succeeded. Being a police officer is a calling that few can answer. And those of you here this evening are swearing an oath to serve and protect our community. As you've trained together during the past months, you forged relationships, partnerships, and friendships that contribute to such a strong hand. This is a bond that stands for more than just working together. It's a bond that meets safety, security, in a team that works as one. As one saying I heard is, in this family, no one fights alone. Thank you for your efforts and your fine instructors that have guided you through your journey and helping Virginia Beach continues to be safe. To my friend Chief Newdigate, his command officers, and our officers on the street are the best police officers anywhere. Because of their fine leadership and their dedication to the entire police force, Virginia Beach is ranked as one of the safest cities. Congratulations to all of you who wear the blue and who we honor here today. And a special congratulations to those friends and family who are here showing yet again that they do not stand alone. The journey that you have made with them enabled them to get here. Your support of these men and women are immeasurable and vital to their success. None of these graduates would be here today without your support and encouragement, and I give you my heartfelt thank you on behalf of our city council members. You have worked so hard to get here this evening, and we honor you for your achievement. And finally, as you go forth into a world of public safety, representing our city, keep in mind these words from an unknown source. A true police officer fights not because they hate what's in front of them, but because they love who stands behind them. I wish on the behalf of our grateful city council, we welcome you to the family that makes Virginia Beach the great city it is. God be with you. Be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Dyer. Please join me in welcoming our city manager, Mr. Patrick Duhaney.
Good evening, everybody. And it's my honor and privilege bestowed upon me by the City Council to serve as your city manager. And thank you for having me, and looking forward to watching you all graduate and cross the stage as police officers instead of cadets. To the proud families, I know you are here to watch your cadet graduate, so I won't be long-winded, I promise. Whenever I come to these graduations, it always amazes me to look out and see men and women who undergo such a difficult and transformative training in order to undertake tremendous responsibility to serve and protect those that they don't even know. As the mayor mentioned, Virginia Beach's reputation is among the best in the nation in terms of public safety, and we're constantly always working to maintain that standard while also enhancing the quality of life for our residents and our businesses. Many cities are struggling to recruit, and honestly, Virginia Beach is as well. But we've had a bunch of very successful recruitment classes, and we're turning the corner better than most cities. And I'm grateful that you're going to join that fine group of men and women to serve our city. When you go out on the street, remember it's not just the great training you receive that will guide you, but it's also the other things that you will have behind you. First, with Chief Newdigate, the command staff, and your first-line leaders, you have leaders who work each day to not only manage, but to focus on developing you into thoughtful, conscious, and contextually aware officers of the peace. We have a city council and a city administrative leadership who provide above and beyond what is required when it comes to support of our public safety teams. We will do our part to ensure that you have the best equipment and the best resources that you need to do your job, so you can do it safely, keep our residents safe, and go home at the end of your shift to your loved ones. The City Council and I are proud of our reputation as one of the safest cities in the country, and we know we achieve that because of the great burdens that you all carry on your shoulders every day. Thank you for choosing the city of Virginia Beach as a place of where you wish to serve. It's a tough job, but please know that we'll always have your back. What we ask of you is honesty and transparency and the courage to do the right thing no matter what. We are eager to see what you will accomplish, so please take care of yourselves. Know that the City Council and I are here to provide you with the support you need to ensure that you have a long, very long career in the city. Thank you for serving, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Dehaney. At this time, please welcome Sheriff Rocky Holcomb for a few remarks.
Thank you all, and good evening. And one guest that I saw come in was my fire chief, Chief Pravitz, was out here. Thank you, Chief, for taking the time to be here. So greetings and thank you all, members of the Sheriff's Office, Police Department, many other public safety agencies. Thank you for being here, and thank you, President Miller, for giving us this nice venue. Folks, I read somewhere today that today, June 20th, is the longest day of the year. Well, let me put you all at ease and tell you this will not be the longest speech of the evening. My name is Rocky Holcomb, and I'm the sheriff of Virginia Beach. And you're probably asking yourself why the sheriff is speaking at the police department graduation of Class 76. I am speaking here because the sheriff's office and the police department here in Virginia Beach have an awesome relationship. We understand the importance of teamwork and partnerships, and we've created that partnership here in the city of Virginia Beach. Thank you to Chief Newdigate and his staff for allowing us to stand shoulder to shoulder as a public safety force multiplier. Here today, for the first time in my 33-year career, we have 2 deputy sheriffs graduating Virginia Beach Police Academy, Class 76. Give it up for Class 76. So these crime fighters started with Class 76 on day 1, successfully completing the very challenging coursework, whether it in the classroom, at the range, in the gym, and all places the instructors have led them. These deputy sheriffs have successfully paved the way for future deputy sheriffs to attend this training. This partnership between the 2 organizations, it shows the strength of our collective commitment to keeping Virginia Beach the safest large city of its size. Thank you again to Chief Newdigate and his entire staff for this opportunity to attend this training. So now for my staff and I, the hard work begins. We have to figure out how we can keep the police department from poaching all of our good deputy sheriffs to be police officers. So if any of you guys see the chief or his staff in our hallways or parking lot, run them out, get them out of there. And Mr. Manager, I may be coming to you for some retention bonuses for some of my folks to keep them on staff. So in closing, congratulations to the graduates and their loved ones. The chosen path of crime fighting is a noble and rewarding career. Along the way in your careers, I encourage you to not count the years, but make the years count. And I must remind the 25 graduates as I'm proud of each and every one of you, and you will all leave here today and wear a badge of authority. Only 2 of you will wear a star. It is my promise to each of you that we will always work hard to provide you with top-notch pay, top-notch training, top-notch equipment, and first-class leadership throughout your careers. Congratulations to each of you. Please continue to make us proud. Thank you all, and may God bless.
Thank you, Sheriff Holcomb. Please join me in welcoming the Virginia Beach Police Department's Chief of Police, Paul W. Newdigate.
Good afternoon, everyone. A special thank you to our mayor, our city manager. Dr. Miller, thank you for everything you do. You're very gracious in welcoming us to your beautiful campus all the time, and the partnership that we have, second to none. We couldn't do it without you. And our sheriff, thank you for being here. I'd like to start off and thank our academy staff. because I think sometimes they get neglected and we fail to acknowledge them. And without them, we would not be here today. So if I can get all the Academy staff to stand up, please, and be recognized. A special congratulations to VBPD Recruit Class 76. So a heartfelt thank you to all of our guests. This is an incredibly special day for those seated before us. This is their day to celebrate their dedication, to celebrate their hard work, celebrate their unwavering commitment to a life of service. And as police chief of this great city, it is my privilege to welcome you to the graduation of our newest police officers. So Class 76, you bring a lot of diversity. You have diversity of ethnicity, diversity of background, diversity of life experience, and military status. 14 of you are veterans. 6 of you are currently serving. We have 3 recruits that are former firefighters or emergency medical service. We have 2 currently enrolled in college, 10 college graduates, and 2 of them have master's degrees or higher. As the sheriff mentioned, 2 of them are veteran VBSO deputies earning their law enforcement certification. And this one, recruit Anika Jenkins. Anika, where are you? Stand up. Anika is a graduate of Harvard University and the Juilliard School of Music. Impressive. Did I say that right? 2 have prior law enforcement service, including recruit Mike Jackson. Mike, where you at? Mike, stand up. Mike is returning to us after 20 years as an HSI agent. Thank you for your federal service, but we're glad that you came home. Thank you, Mike. VBPD is steadfast in our commitment to strengthen relationships with our community partners, and I think that's why we have such great support with our city leadership and with our community. And speaking of those relationships, I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to acknowledge our keynote speaker, Captain Stephen Gennady, Commanding Officer, Master Jet Base, Naval Air Station Oceana. My VBPD folks are not going to like this, but you got those really good looking white hats. Can we see them? I promise they're not coming. The manager said we don't have the money in the budget, so at ease. We are a proud military town, and I will tell you that the relationship between VBPD and the U.S. Navy is second to none. It is one of unity and cooperation, and it is woven deeply into the fabric of this community. With the shared values of service, duty, dedication, these 2 pillars of protection work seamlessly together, embodying the spirit of collaboration and mutual respect. So whether you and your team are safeguarding our nation, Captain, or our officers are protecting the streets of Virginia Beach, we stand head and shoulder, united in duty. Thank you. Talking about relationships, and I can't talk about it enough, and you heard it, but the partnership between the VBPD and the Sheriff's Office. In the history of these 2 organizations, Class 76 is groundbreaking because it is the first time in the history of this city in 61 years that we've had sheriff's deputies and officers going through the academy side by side. And this is a testament to the power of teamwork and our shared commitment to public safety, Sheriff. And that partnership, it goes beyond cooperation. It truly embodies a deep mutual respect and understanding of the 2 organizations, and together we form an unstoppable force. So Sheriff, thank you. Thank you for the partnership. Thank you for being the force multiplier to protect and serve this great city of ours. Class 76, you've embarked on a journey that few have the courage to undertake, but you stand ready to join the ranks of the most noble of professions, one that holds the safety and well-being of this community in your hands. The training that you have undergone has been rigorous and it's been challenging, but it was designed to prepare you for the complexities and reality of law enforcement. And I know the last 6 months have not been easy, as what began as a class of 33 is now 25, and that is a testament to your determination. You faced physical, mental, and emotional tests that have pushed you to the limits, and you have persevered. You have my congratulations and my admiration for a job well done. And I want to thank each of your families for supporting you, as you've already experienced this profession, this unique profession. It impacts our spouses, our children, our parents, far more than the average job. And I have no doubt you have all sacrificed to get your loved one here today. So your encouragement and sacrifice have been instrumental in helping these remarkable individuals reach this point. And we're grateful. We're grateful for how you have supported your officer through this academy. And we share in your pride and joy, knowing that your loved ones are ready to make a difference. So Class 76, you've chosen a rewarding career. It's a profession that everyone that wears this badge is proud of, but it is about service to others. One of the most satisfying things of being a police officer is the opportunity to help people on their worst day. You're going to save lives. You're going to change lives for the better. You know, I think today's been a busy day for the VBPD. You know, we had an opportunity to do a press conference this morning and announce some great work and the impact that this organization has on this community. So we were able to announce this morning that as a result of a lot of dedication and determination by your VBPD officers, we were able to make an arrest in the Mount Trashmore shooting of several weeks ago, where we unfortunately lost a young lady to senseless gun violence. So I think about the responding officers that day that made a difference. I think about the detectives that have been working that case nonstop for the last several weeks that made a difference. The forensic technicians that had to process that scene made a difference. You will make a difference. As you've learned over the last 6 months, when you joined a family. There is a bond developed within the police community that is rarely found in other professions. So as you embark on this journey, know that you are now part of a larger family, a brotherhood and a sisterhood. And as you step into your role as police officers, remember that the badge you wear is a symbol of trust. Badge, Sheriff. It represents the confidence the community places in you to uphold the law with fairness, compassion, and integrity. But remember, your actions are a reflection not only of yourselves, but all of us that wear a badge or a star. Finally, extend my sincere gratitude to you and your families on behalf of every resident and visitor to the Virginia Beach. You're embarking on a career that involves risk and sacrifice, which often does not get the appropriate acknowledgement. But because of you, our friends, our families, our neighbors will have peace of mind knowing the safety of our community is in your capable hands. And it is my honor as your chief to officially welcome you and your family members to the Virginia Beach Police Department. And I wish you all a long, safe, fulfilling, rewarding career. And go VBPD.
Thank you, Chief. At this time, please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, the commanding officer of NAS Oceana, Captain Steve Junaidy.
All right, good evening, good evening. Wow, this is really impressive and very humbling. Thank you, Lieutenant Gordon, I appreciate that, and thank you so much, Chief Newdigate, for asking me to do this. After reading talking about the demographics of the graduating class, it's really impressive, and for my team to be here, we're truly humbled, and it's an honor. Now I know why, after you being up here and seeing you up here, why you asked me. You and your dress blues there with your 5 stripes. A little stripe envy here. I think it was a bit of a flex move by Chief Newdigate. So if you're in the Navy, I'm just going to call you Admiral Newdigate from now on. Well done. I like that. Great flex. It is truly my great honor to be here to celebrate this important milestone for these 25 new Virginia Beach police officers and deputy sheriffs. I want to take just a moment also to recognize some very important people, first and foremost, that in the Navy we truly know is most important to us, that stand by us at home when we're deployed or even when we're home, taking care of us, to all of our loved ones that are here today. Our families know better than most that the training for these men and women started well before they even reached the academy. It takes years for an officer to develop the character necessary to become a leader for their community that needs them. So to the husbands and wives, moms and dads, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, to all of our loved ones in the audience today, thank you. So you please join me in a round of applause to all of our families. Nothing would be possible without your love and support, and I hope you know that you played a critical role in the personal and professional growth of these great Americans. To Dr. Scott Miller, thank you for hosting this ceremony today at your beautiful campus. It is universities like Virginia Wesleyan that illustrate our shared value of education and how it plays a significant role in developing our future leaders. To Mayor Bobby Dyer, City Manager Patrick Dehaney, again, Admiral Paul Newdigate, Sheriff Rocky Holcomb, and City Council members, thank you for your leadership and strong partnership with the Navy. It's only through your support that Naval Air Station Oceana remains the Navy's premier master jet base in the world. Our community places a lot of weight on the shoulders of its police department and sheriff's office. Graduates, you'll be asked to make difficult decisions that shapes people's lives. Your professionalism and leadership will have a direct impact on the city of Virginia Beach. I cannot overemphasize just how important you are to your neighbors and our service members in uniform, because they are your neighbors, the very people that you serve. NES Oceana and Dam Neck Annex covers over 5,300 acres, about 15 square miles, and is made up of a community of Navy, Marines, a civilian workforce, and all of their families. In total, we have about 38,000 people that come to work, live, and recreate on our bases. But those 38,000 people are just like you. They're people you pass in the grocery store. They're PTA members helping with the next school event. They're coaches teaching their team the important values of teamwork, and the people sitting in the car next to you in that rush hour traffic on the way here. These are members of your community. They're your neighbors. And I am honored that the Naval Air Station Oceana is included in those that you serve and protect. We will never take this unique relationship and partnership for granted, ever. But getting the manpower and resources to police NAS Oceana's bases have been challenging in recent years. Manpower is low, and it's a really huge feat for us to do that. However, it's a feat that our security team they do not shy away from. I'm continually impressed and truly grateful from the bottom of my heart of our team's expertise and ability to defend our bases 24/7, 365. So I'm going to ask my team to please stand for a minute. Joining me today from among our 170 strong folks from our Oceana Security Department, our Security Officer, Lieutenant Galladay, our Precinct Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Doxey, our Senior Enlisted Leader, Chief Revesky, and our 7 other Master at Arms sailors and DoD police officers. They are here to celebrate your success today because they understand firsthand how much our partnership with Virginia Beach Police Department and the Sheriff's Office means to all of us at Oceana. So please join me in a round of applause for their dedication and service to our team and our great nation. Thanks, guys. They're also here today because they were all aware, they're well aware of the difference you will make in helping ensure Oceana's safety and security every single day. Virginia Beach Police Department's support and partnership is second to none. In addition to helping us respond to incidents, last year they managed a crowd in traffic for over 300,000 people that showed up to our annual air show in September. Without their strong foundation, these large community events like the annual air show would not be possible. They also protect our greatest asset, our people. We have off-base military housing throughout the entire city of Virginia Beach that accommodate thousands of service members and their families, many of you in here as well today. Thanks to our partnership, these families can feel at ease, knowing that their safety is a priority for the city of Virginia Beach and its police and fire department. And of course, they are instrumental in helping us respond to serious incidences, on base and off base. That support is invaluable, especially in times of crisis. From the SWAT teams to your K-9 units that train side by side with our military working dog teams. They're even conducting a joint K-9 MWD narcotics and extraction exercises just next week, Monday and Tuesday, on Oceana and Dam Neck, and we are proud to work together. Virginia Beach Police Department is not just our mutual aid partner, but our strongest ally. And as good allies do, we collaborate and support each other. We each share our strengths to overcome our weaknesses, to better serve our communities, our neighbors, and our country. Service is a simple word, but with a lot of power. I've been humbled and honored to serve my country for 28 years in the Navy, 23 of those 28 years actually right here in Virginia Beach, with my wife Nicole and our 3 boys. I learned everything I know about service and leadership from the Navy, but I realize now, reflecting back, I've learned especially around people like you and our neighbors and our friends and our families here in Virginia Beach. Being in law enforcement, I know, is not easy. You're never off the clock. It requires grit and relentlessness, but it also requires an incredible amount of compassion. I know firsthand that it takes a village to raise kids, especially hard-headed teenagers. The care and compassion and the humanity that is asked of our city's police officers and deputies is crucial, not only to protect our community, but to guide and lead our children to become community leaders. From bringing home teenagers to their parents when they violate curfew, that's never happened in our household, to responding to a call at Oceana, I know for certain that you will make a difference in someone's life, just as Virginia Beach Police Department has done for my family and for all the men and women at Oceana as a whole. With this profession comes great responsibility. It also comes with great opportunity. You will now have the opportunity to show your neighbors, the community, and the country that the City of Virginia Police Department and Sheriff's Office cares. You will demonstrate what it is to be a dedicated person, a good neighbor, and most importantly, a caring human being. As Virginia Beach police officers and deputy sheriffs, you'll serve and protect our communities and neighbors, but to all of us at Naval Air Station Oceana, you'll be serving your nation. To the 76th Virginia Beach Police Academy graduating class, it is an honor to be here to congratulate you today on this great accomplishment. I also want to say thank you, as I understand that about half have served, 7 or so in the Navy, half have served, half still serving in the reserves or the guards. Thank you for your service and your continued service to your city, your state, and your country. I'm truly grateful for the close partnership shared between the City of Virginia Beach and the Navy, and I wholeheartedly welcome you to the Oceana family. It is a privilege to be part of the Navy here in Virginia Beach. And as our Mayor Bobby Dyer puts it many times, it's part of the DNA that continues to make this city a wonderful place to live, to work, to raise a family, and to serve our country. So thank you, and again, congratulations to all of you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Captain Junaidi. Before we officially swear in our new officers, let's take a look at some of the highlights from their 6-month journey.
No pain, no victory. Your reign is history. 'Cause we're not stopping till we break through. So take your best shot, make your move. Oh, step right up. Who's next? You're messing with the best. We're death-defying, coming in like lightning. Look how we're striking. High vaults through these veins. Trouble is our game. Keeping aces up every sleeve. Bringing rivals down to their knees. Oh, step right up. Who's next? You're messing with the best. We're death-defying. Coming in like lightning. Look how we're striking. Ready, set, let's go. This fire's blazing. We're troublemaking. We got you shaking. Ready, set, let's go. Ready, set, let's go. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up. We're death-defying. Coming in like lightning. Look how we're striking. Ready, set, let's go. This fire's blazing. We're troublemaking. We got you shaking. Ready, set, let's go. Ready, set, let's go. Ready, set, let's go.
Now for the moment we've been waiting for. I would like to invite the Honorable Judge James C. Lewis to say a few words and administer the official oath of office to swear in our new officers.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll begin by telling each of you what an honor it is to be invited to participate in a proceeding as special as this one. I'd like to congratulate the new class of graduates on becoming members of what I consider to be one of the finest law enforcement agencies in this country. And I don't hold that opinion of the VBPD because of some statistical database or analytical study that I have reviewed, although they are out there. I hold that opinion from personal experience, and by that I mean I'm a circuit court judge in this city and have been for 10 years. Most of the cases that I preside over are criminal, and so every day when I go to work, I'm called upon to evaluate the strength or lack thereof of evidence against individuals who are accused of committing crimes in this city. And as part of my job, I am called upon daily to evaluate the quality and the appropriateness of the police work that was done to bring each individual defendant to trial. And I have learned in the 10 years, I don't know how many thousands of cases I've presided over, but this police force, in my view, is second to none. And I could give you thousands of examples, but Admiral Newdigate will run me out of here if I try to do that. So I've decided to share one with you. It's a recent case I presided over. It was a jury trial, and a Norfolk street gang got together one afternoon and decided to come to Virginia Beach to slam some cars
Slamming is a process whereby these lovely folks go from your driveway to your driveway to your driveway, checking to see if the cars parked there are unlocked. And if they are, they will go in the car and ransack it and move on. If the car is locked, they just, as a general rule, move on. Long story short, there were 5 of these fellows. They had a car that floated through the neighborhood with them as they were slamming cars. And at some point, they decided that they were being surveilled and or attacked by a rival gang. Next thing you know, and this is all on doorbell cameras that were recovered by the Virginia Beach Police Department. It's like watching a bad movie. They all pull out handguns, and a firefight occurs in this residential neighborhood at 9:30 at night. It looked like a Vietnam War movie. The police department immediately responded. I'll tell you how bad the conflict was. The forensic techs recovered 49 shell casings from the street in this neighborhood within 30 hours. And these fellows, after the gunfight was over, they ran like crazy. They did not stick around to answer questions. Within 30 hours, the Virginia Beach Police Department had all 5 of them in custody, and I presided over the trial, and I think it's the first trial of this gang. I presided over that trial 2 weeks ago, and I'm happy to share with you that the jury convicted this young man of all of the offenses with which he was charged. One of thousands of examples I could share with you as to why I think you have the privilege and great fortune to be joining one of the greatest law enforcement organizations in this country. Now for what I was really asked to come here and do, and that is to swear each of you in. If you would be so kind as to stand and raise your right hands. And this is going to begin by you saying your name. So we're going to go, I, give me your names. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge all of the duties incumbent upon me as a sworn law enforcement officer with the City of Virginia Beach Police Department and or the City of Virginia Beach Sheriff's Department, according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge Lewis. Recruits in rows 2 and 3, you can have a seat. Thank you. Good evening. I am Sergeant John Geluso, and I am the Recruit Academy Coordinator. In a moment, we'll begin with the presentation of certificates, and names of the recruits will be read in alphabetical order. As they march up, please allow me to tell you a little bit about the 76th Academy and perhaps even brag a little bit. This Academy class began on Thursday, January 11th, 2024 at 0700 in the morning, and has been in session for 24 weeks. Early on, this class showed signs of rapid group development and unit cohesion, which only strengthened over time. Throughout the academy, they celebrated individual and team successes and rallied around each other in times of personal and professional hardships. Over the past 6 months, the Training Bureau has delivered nearly 1,000 hours of cutting-edge instruction through over 100 academic, practical, and scenario-based training evolutions that ranged from firearms, rapid response, defensive driving and defensive tactics to ethics, leadership, conflict resolution, cultural awareness, and everything in between. 9 written tests over the course of the 6-month and 1 final exam covered over 1,100 Department of Criminal Justice Services objectives. And throughout the academy, each recruit was required to maintain an academic average of 80%, or higher. Individual averages in this class ranged from 85.3% to 97.7%, achieving an average of 91.5. In firearms training, this class combined qualification average was an outstanding 96% in both weapon systems, the carbine and the handgun, well above the 75% minimum standard. And if you meet anyone from the 75th Academy, I think their average was 92, so you have a little bit of bragging rights there. Outside of the classroom, this academy contributed to the success of a Benediction crime prevention and community engagement program, an event coordinated by the 3rd Precinct and supported by the 3rd Precinct Citizens Advisory Committee. They also participated in a team-building event at Valhalla's Forge on the cusp of graduation, during which they each constructed a unique artifact that symbolized their personal journey in achieving this goal and being a part of something bigger than themselves. Throughout the build, facilitators delivered an underlying message of service, sacrifice, resilience, and mental health. This event was made possible with generous donations and support from Valhalla's Mission Force, the Virginia Beach Police Foundation, our own chaplain Frank Stevens, Police Wellness Coordinator Jessica Huffman, the National Alliance of Mental Illness, the Police Benevolent Association, and a local author, Johnny Savage. Please join me in a round of applause for this outstanding class and all of those who have supported them through their journey. At this time, I would like to invite Chief Newdigate and our distinguished guests to please join us on stage for the presentation of certificates. On behalf of the command and staff of the Training Bureau, I congratulate the graduating members of this class. Chief, it is my pleasure to begin presenting the officers of the 76th Virginia Beach Police Academy, starting with Officer and Sheriff, Officer Nelson Alvarez. Officer Alvarez served with the United States Navy. As I said, he's a current Virginia Beach Sheriff's Deputy and earned his DCJS Law Enforcement Officer certification as a member of the 76th Academy. His mother, Master Deputy Jennifer Martinez, will pin on his badge, and he will be assigned to the 2nd Precinct for field training. Officer Andy Armour. Officer Armour has served with the United States Navy, and he will be assigned to the 4th Precinct. Officer Savannah Balling. Officer Balling serves with the Army National Guard, and prior to the police academy, she served as a police cadet. She will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Her uncle, retired Norfolk police officer Sidney Delapine, will pin on her badge. Officer Ramon Bracero Estevez. Officer Bracero Estevez began his training with the 75th Police Academy in June of 2023. Injury rendered him unable to complete his training, but he transitioned to the cadet program and returned to complete the 76th Academy. He will be assigned to the 2nd Precinct. His father-in-law, retired Virginia Beach Master Police Officer Pat McAndrews, is pinning on his badge. Officer Kyle Chisholm. Officer Chisholm served in the United States Navy. He will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Officer Priscilla Cole. Officer Cole served in the United States Navy. Prior to the police academy, she served as a Norfolk firefighter and rose to the rank of battalion chief. She will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Her husband, Chesapeake Police Captain Michael Cole, is pinning on her badge. Officer Benjamin Davis. Officer Davis will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. His uncle, DEA Special Agent Christopher Davis, will pin on his badge. Officer Darian Durr. Officer Durr served with the United States Navy. He will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Officer Dante Fennell. Officer Fennell serves with the United States Air Force Reserves. He will be assigned to the 2nd Precinct. Officer Bradley Frederick. Officer Frederick will be assigned to the 1st Precinct. His father, Sergeant Bill Frederick, will pin on his badge. Of note, the badge he's pinning on his son is the badge he wore when he was an officer. Officer William Glessner III. Officer Glessner will be assigned to the 3rd precinct. Officer Drew Grems. Officer Grems serves in the United States Army National Guard. He will be assigned to the 1st precinct. Master Police Officer Mike Jackson. Officer Jackson served in the United States Marine Corps, and as the chief already told you, he was a Virginia Beach police officer and detective from 1996 to 2001 before serving as a special agent with Homeland Security Investigations for 20 years. He continues his life of service and will be assigned to the 2nd precinct. Officer Annika Jenkins. Officer Jenkins will be assigned to the 4th precinct. Officer Zach King. Officer King will be assigned to the 3rd precinct. Officer Michael Leonardi. Officer Leonardi will be assigned to the 4th precinct. His uncle, Virginia Beach Police Senior Sergeant Richie Brereton, will pin on his badge. Officer Christopher Marshall. Officer Marshall served in the United States Marine Corps. He will be assigned to the 3rd precinct. Officer Ian McCormick. Officer McCormick will be assigned to the 4th precinct. His father, retired Falls Church Police Sergeant and current DMV Special Agent in charge, Kevin McCormick, will pin on his badge. Officer Alexander McCulloch. Officer McCulloch will be assigned to the 1st precinct. His uncle, Sergeant Frank Philippone, will pin on his badge. Officer Stacy Mucciati. Officer Mucciati serves in the United States Marine Corps Reserves, and prior to the police academy, she was a police cadet. She'll be assigned to the 1st Precinct. Her mother, retired Indio police officer Maria Mucciati, will pin on her badge. Officer Jaron Pinckney. Officer Pinckney served with the United States Navy. He will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Officer/Deputy Willis Tomlin. Officer Tomlin served with the United States Marine Corps. He is also a current Virginia Beach Sheriff's Deputy and earned his DCJS Law Enforcement Officer certification as a member of the 76th Academy. He will be assigned to the 1st Precinct for field training. Officer Inam Ulhaq. Officer Ulhaq serves in the United States Navy Reserves. He will be assigned to the 2nd Precinct. Officer Miguel Villafane. Officer Villafane previously served as a firefighter with the Medford, New York Police Department. He will be assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Officer Elijah White. Officer White will be assigned to the 4th Precinct. In addition to their graduation certificates, the following officers will receive special recognition for their achievements throughout the Academy. I would first like to recognize the class leaders. First up is Officer Ian McCormick. The Academy class elected him to serve as their class president. Officer Benjamin Davis. The 76th Academy elected Officer Davis to serve as their vice president. Officer Elijah White. The Academy squad leaders selected Officer White to serve as the class sergeant at arms. The following award is for high academic achievement. After 9 written exams totaling 977 questions that tested her knowledge during the Academy, and a cumulative DCJS final exam containing 215 questions, The next officer completed the academy with the highest academic average of 97.69%, Officer Annika Jenkins. The next awards are for top shot, and we have one from the Sheriff's Office and we have one from the Police Department. Officers Kyle Chisholm and Willis Tomlin. After 120 hours of firearm certification training, several thousand rounds of ammunition, and numerous qualification courses, these two completed the academy with the highest firearms averages. Officer Chisholm with a score of 100 with his carbine and 99.7 with his handgun, and Sheriff Officer Tomlin with a perfect 100% with his handgun and carbine. Nice job, gentlemen. The squad leader selected the recipient of the following award, sponsored by the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association. I would like at this time to ask First Vice President of the Alumni Association, Ms. Cheryl Scott, to join us on stage to present this award. If I could also ask Officer Elijah White to return to the stage. Oh, he's with the Guidon. Okay, well, come on over here. Officer White demonstrated the attributes of a model recruit throughout the duration of the academy, and his positive attitude, motivation, resiliency, and leadership have been noted by all who interacted with, trained, and supervised him. Affectionately named and known as the Reverend or simply Rev by his classmates, Officer White always supported his fellow recruits with positive influence, encouragement, and energy. Regardless of the situation, when asked how he was doing, his response is always the same: blessed. The squad leaders selected Officer White to serve in formal leadership capacity as the class sergeant at arms. He remained at the top of his class in physical fitness with an excellent overall rating and performed well in academics, firearms, defensive driving, defensive tactics, and completed all training without remediation. For these reasons, the Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association recognizes Officer White for his outstanding overall performance, and I'm pleased to announce that he is the recipient of the Top Recruit Award. Chief Newdigate and distinguished guests, you can please take your seat. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarge.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Officer McCormick back to the stage to deliver his President's speech, as is tradition at graduation.
Good evening. Mayor Dyer, Chief Newdigate, Sheriff Holcomb, members of City Council, Judge Lewis, Dr. Miller, distinguished guests, friends, and family. My name is Ian McCormick, and on behalf of the 76th Virginia Beach Recruit Academy, thank you for your support and your attendance at our graduation ceremony this afternoon. Today we stand at the accumulation of a journey that has tested our resolve and stretched our limits. Our time at the Virginia Beach Police Academy has been marked by challenges that have demanded dedication, perseverance, and resilience. From early mornings of physical training to late nights of studying, we have grown not just as individuals, but as a cohesive unit, supporting and learning on each other. As I reflect on the past months of rigorous training, I recognize the many sacrifices each of us have made to get to this point, to include the missed opportunities to spend time with family or friends or get much needed sleep. But I also see the opportunities we were given to push beyond our physical limits and mental endurance, emerging stronger, smarter, and more disciplined and more committed. I'm proud to stand among you, my classmates, who have shown unwavering dedication to our shared goal to serve others. Each of you has demonstrated courage, integrity, and compassion, qualities that will serve as a strong foundation for our careers in law enforcement and in life. To the faculty of Virginia Beach, to faculty and staff of the Virginia Beach Academy, thank you for your guidance, support, and unwavering belief in our abilities. You have prepared us well for the challenges that lie ahead in serving and protecting the citizens and visitors of Virginia Beach. We are grateful for your knowledge and dedication to our success. To our families and friends, you have been our reasons and our rocks through the twists and turns of this evolution. We would not be here today without you. Thank you for believing in us. We will need your continued support and love as we begin, and in some cases continue, our law enforcement careers. And finally, to my fellow graduates, I am honored to have taken this journey with you. As we embark on this new chapter in our lives, let us carry on the lessons that we have learned here, remembering the importance of empathy in our interactions with others and those that we serve, the value of teamwork in achieving our goals, and the need for constant self-improvement in our pursuit of excellence. My final report to you, Class 7-6, is that it is no longer if and when we graduate. It is here and now. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement.
Thank you, Officer McCormick. I would like to take just a few minutes to talk to you about the Virginia Beach Police Department's Guidon, which is posted on stage to my left. The Guidon's purpose is twofold. First, it identifies the police department and the police academy. Second, and perhaps most importantly, it is a symbol that emphasizes pride and esprit de corps. When the command presents the academy class with the Guidon, the class is tasked to maintain it at all times throughout the remainder of their training. Their class Sergeant-at-Arms, Officer White, is primarily responsible for its care, protection, handling, and proper display, but the entire class shared in that responsibility. While in formation, the Guidon is always out in front. It is ever present during physical fitness training, off-site training, and it stands proudly outside the academy classroom while in session. Upon successful completion of the police academy, the class returns the Guidon to the command at graduation. So without further delay, the return of the Guidon.
Forward, march. Respectfully request permission to return the Guidon.
Permission granted.
Forward, march.
Chaplain Stevens, will you please join me at the podium for the benediction?
Please rise and join us in prayer. Heavenly Father, as these newly sworn officers begin their duty and service to our great city alongside their esteemed fellow officers, may the Lord richly bless each member of this class and keep them from harm's way, safely protected by your amazing grace and enduring mercy as you give each one of them favor, strength, and wisdom to meet every challenge that they will face as new officers. May the Lord make his face shine brightly upon each one of them as he gives them his peace and his joy, for it is well with Class 76. Amen. You may be seated.
Hey! Forward! Up!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you the officers of the 76th Recruit Academy. This concludes today's ceremony. Please join us in the foyer for hors d'oeuvres, refreshments, photographs, and fellowship. Thank you.